After we picked up our rental car, we took about a 3-hour drive up the coast and along Croatia to the Plitvice Lakes National Park. The drive was beautiful, many tunnels along the way going through the mountains, and it was a pretty steep climb in some areas. And as you pass through some of these really high gorges and everything, there's windsocks along the road, let you know which direction the wind's coming from, because it can blow pretty fierce, and if it's a strong crosswind, it'll blow you across a lane of traffic. This is our accommodations at the Danica guest house. They have several outbuildings around the property. It's in a very quaint and beautiful location out in the country. This is the restaurant area, a beautiful sailing ship. Janis and I fueled up for our long hike for the day with some authentic beef stroganoff and, of course, dessert. They also have some archery equipment if you're so inclined to do so. And if you're really cold and daring, you can jump in the hot tub. It was just a little too cold and a little too daring for us. The Danica Roadhouse, where we were staying, is really conveniently located. It's really a very short walk. You just go through the parking area, the Plitvice National Lakes Park, and then you cross a little bridge over the main highway, and then you're at the entrance and ready to go. There are several routes you can take with varying difficulty. One of the hardest routes to take was the sea route, which is about 5 miles in, and they tell you to allow about 4 to 6 hours to complete this hike.
Okay, we are in Croatia in Plitvice.
Plitvice? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a
national park.
Yeah.
I have never seen anything more gorgeous in all my life.
I mean,
I've seen beautiful things, but
we've seen pretty waterfalls, but my gosh, they got thousands of them here.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It's just every corner you turn, the light's beautiful, the colors are beautiful. There's a waterfall.
It's just, I don't know, it's just a photo off every corner you take. So
anyway, it could be overload on
could
this
be,
one.
Yeah. Definitely, y'all must come and
Yes.
check it out. It's definitely worth the side trip to do it.
Yep.
Well, we made it back to Split, Croatia, and spent the last day there, kind of walking around the town of Split, and then we went hiking up at the Forest Park Marjan to kind of check out the views there a little bit, and then regrettably we'll be flying back home tomorrow. The city of Split is the second largest city in Croatia. It is also the largest city on the Dalmatian coast. And if the Dalmatian coast sounds familiar to you, you're right. It's where we get the breed of dog, Dalmatian. Diocletian's palace was built at the end of the 3rd century AD as a residence for the Roman Emperor Diocletian. Today it comprises about half of the town of Split, Croatia. While it's referred to as a palace because of its intended use as a retirement residence of Diocletian, it can be a little bit misleading because the structure is so massive and more closely resembles a large fortress. And about half of it was for Diocletian's personal use, and the rest housed the military garrison. And Marko Marulic was a Croatian poet, lawyer, and judge during the Renaissance period. Well, halfway there. And it goes around the corner. Well, sadly, our adventure in Croatia is coming to an end. The next morning, we took a flight from Split, Croatia to Zurich, Switzerland, and from there we'll fly to Chicago, and then Chicago back home to Wichita. Well, this was a first for us. We stayed in a transit hotel in Zurich, Switzerland. We got there late that evening, almost didn't make it in time to check into the hotel. But what's nice about this is it's on the protected side of the airport, so you don't have to go back through security. And they have about 20 or 30 of these little one-bedroom rooms, and they do have a sink inside, which is nice. And then if you have to use the restroom or shower or anything, they have a large section in the middle where you could go in and just take a shower and get cleaned up and use the bathroom as well before you go back to your flight the following morning. And if we ever have the opportunity, we'll do this again.